There's something about this time of year that invites us to look back, isn't there? The light is shifting, the air is beginning to feel a little more crisp, and it feels like a natural moment to pause and to celebrate a harvest. And not just the food harvest, though we'll definitely celebrate that too. I'm talking about something deeper, an inner harvest. Those quiet victories and small moments of beauty that slipped past us while we were rushing to do our next thing. As a culture, we have these beautiful built-in moments for celebration. We gather for big milestones, births, weddings, graduations. And the rhythm of the year gives us markers to look forward to. The turning of a new year, the spooky fun of Halloween, the warmth of Christmas, the first signs of spring with St. Bridget's Day. There's a comforting structure to it all. But I have been reflecting lately on the space between those moments. The ordinary days, when you finally finish a project that you've been struggling with, or the moment when you caught yourself being kinder than usual to yourself. In farming communities around the world, harvest isn't just about the final gathering. It's about acknowledging the whole season. The planting, the tending, the patient waiting. And today I wanted to share a little of my own harvest celebration with you. Not just the things grown in the soil, but the things grown in a year. I think many of us know this feeling. You work so hard towards something, you finally achieve it, and just like that, you move on. The success arrives, but before the feeling of accomplishment can even settle, we've already moved on to the next project, the next chore, the next thing on the list. We forget to let the good sink in. And there's a reason for that. Have you ever had a day where 4 wonderful things happen, but the only thing you can think about that evening is the one small, frustrating thing that went wrong? There's a name for that. Negativity bias. Our brains are hardwired to scan for threats, to keep us safe. It tends to put attention on problems over our ability to savor joy. That just dims the light of all the good that's actually happening in our lives. So I've been wondering, what if we could gently retrain our attention? What if we decided to become collectors of the good? To consciously give the small positive moments more weight. When we do that, the story of our day begins to change. The story of our life begins to change. Our baseline for happiness, the set point, is raised higher. And I'm not talking about forced positivity or pretending problems don't exist. I'm talking about training our attention the same way we train our bodies, gently shifting the focus toward what's nourishing us, what's working, what's already abundant in our lives. Journaling is a good practice for doing this. At the end of the day, reflecting and writing down our collection of good moments that happened throughout the day. Directing our attention to that good, which might otherwise have been forgotten. But what if it's even simpler than that? What if it's just about noticing and harvesting the good right in the moment? Enjoying a wild strawberry found hidden under a leaf that the birds missed as I work in the garden. Taking in the momentary beauty of watching the golden late afternoon light catching on a bumblebee still working hard to bring in the pollen. The satisfaction of seeing tomatoes growing beside the windowsill and knowing that they'll be going into dinner tonight. A text from a friend which made me smile. It's the moment you realize you handled something with more patience than you used to have. These are the harvests, acknowledging all the small seeds that grew into moments of joy, connection, learning, and growth. It's about making these moments stick out more in our memory, weaving them into the story of our lives. So I invite you to think about it today. What small thing have you harvested? It could be a perfectly brewed cup of tea, a kind word from a stranger, or 5 minutes of unexpected sunshine. Let's not wait for the big milestones. Let's begin to gather our own quiet harvest.